lowered the intro. I lowered the intro sound. If it's still too loud, you can let me know. Ready, set.
What Sparta gotta do? What?
It's your boy, Japanese tutor. Back at it again. We're going to do more Dutch. You guys are having a lot of fun at the Dutch, so we're going to do more Dutch. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below, YouTube. Let's go. Almost at 100 subs. All right. Let's look at this from Black's perspective. You already know. We've already learned so much. But Boris Gelfand is now playing white. So let's see what we're going to do. So D4, F5, C4, knight F6. I've always wondered how you tackle the C4 before you play like D5, C6. So let's see how he does it. G3, E6, Bishop G2, D5. You just play D5. You don't care, I guess, because you can take that way and get that structure, right? And then you can have a F5 advance, uncontested, probably. Let's see. D5, knight F3, C6. Castles, Bishop G6, knight E5. Okay. All right. This move fits into several plans. Knight E5 is featured in the B3 lines as well. After B3, knight E5 on move 8, but in here we played him on move 7. And it's also part of a standard knight regrouping where the knight usually goes back to D3 or F3. Okay. White prepares bishop F4 without accepting any downgrading of his pawn structure. So we're just gonna castle. And they're saying that an interesting alternative plan was to introduce moves like knight BD7 instead. Okay, we're gonna play bishop F4. And this is the main move and clearly appears consistent. Yet it leads to a very draws position. And knight D2 is an important alternative for the practical player. All right. We have a few moves. We can play C5 as well. After knight D2. After knight D2, we can play C5. And they give this line knight D to F3. Knight C6. C captures D5. E captures D5. Knight captures C6. B captures C6. D captures C5. Bishop captures C5. Knight D5. Queen C7. Knight D3. Attacking here and here. Probably also preparing bishop F4. Bishop B6. Bishop F4. Queen E7. A4. Knight E4. Queen C2. And bishop D7. And this was a game by Kaidanov and Tregubov in Moscow in 2002, and it ended up in a draw. Okay, so let's go back. Also, if they play knight BD2, if they play knight BD2 here, you can also just play B6, which it seems consistent with the ideas that they have already introduced. And let's say they play knight Z to F3, then you just play knight E4, Queen C2, and bishop B7, and transposing to white 8th move in our last game, the game we just played in game 13. This is game 14. Okay, so let's go back. Bishop F4. It feels whenever white can get a grip on the E5 square, it's hard to play the position with black. Indeed. Yeah. White's surprised that white decided to swap, but he isn't answering it. Spoiler alert. hey, Norwegian Judge China, the 8-hour stream went well. Thank you. We're learning some Dutch right now. So bishop F4. Knight to G4. What? Wait, okay, sorry. Knight to G4. This is a theoretical refutation of white's system. Whoa. Hold on. What? Knight g4 is a theoretical refutation of white's system. This is mind-boggling. Move 8 refuted. Thanks to some direct attacking play, it leads more or less by force to an equal endgame. And white's already better in the opening. Okay, let's see. Knight captures g4. White's alternative don't promise more. Let's see. C captures d5. Only helps black's development by c captures d5, knight t3, knight c6, e3. All right, and this game was equal as well. This is a Litis and Katowice in 1991. And then we also have, let's say, another move 9 variation. Knight g4. Another move 9 variation was knight d2. And then bishop captures e5. Bishop catches e5. Captures on e5. D catches on e5. b6. Rook c1. Bishop b7. C captures d5. And then we're going to do e captures d5. Very nice. Maintaining the pawn structure. This is weak, but they also have f4, and this is a passed pawn potentially, so we got to be careful. Maybe we'll play moves like this and immobilize it. And this is about equal as well with play for black. The next move, queen d2, and we're going to play knight captures e5. Bishop captures e5. Bishop e7. I'm not trading off the bishops. Captures on b8. Rook captures b8. Queen d3. Queen b6. Attacking the pawn. Queen c3. Bishop f6. c5. Queen c7. f4. Maintaining the e5 break. And this is plus equal over plus, which means black is a little bit better here. And then they also have queen c1. Queen c1 is also an option. But after queen c1, we have knight captures e5. Knight captures e5. Captures. And then followed by g5. And this game was unclear. It was in a team tournament, Norwegian team tournament in 1990. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go back to the main move. Hey, strong word there. Reputation. Black is only slightly worse instead of losing. Yeah, this is true. What do you do if white plays f4 instead of bishop f4? Well, so we haven't learned that yet, but we will learn it eventually. But I think the main idea is just to put the knight on, forget about it. Thank you so much for following. I think the main idea is to get the knight into play, and then we have knight e4, because usually the main remedy of knight e4 is f3. So if they play f4, now they don't have f3 anymore. That's what people at my level play all the time, and I guess a dark square weakness can give counterplay. Yeah, well, a lot of these moves don't make sense, at least to my under 2,000 eyes. Going to bed, have a good one. By the way, follow or sub to this guy's channel. People, he's really a great guy to do these kind of streams, Cheerio. Thank you, Norwegian Chess Giant. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. And if you do want to see more, bishop captures b8, because the knight's going to go to d7 anyways, right? While the bishop's here, the knight's going to go to d7 anyways and try to destroy the pawn structure. So he might as well just play here and get that out of the way first, so he maintains a good pawn structure. If you no, don't do that, please. Let's not even joke about that. That's kind of serious. I'm sorry. So knight captures g4. This is what Boris Gelfand played. Bishop captures. G captures. F captures g4. e3 and queen h4. Black's simple idea is to play for mate with rook f6 and rook h6. Queen e1. Other moves contain some risk. If you play f3, we have g3. H captures G3, captures on G3, knight D2, knight D7, rook C1, and there's some play. It's about even. It's about equal. But there's some play here. Definitely black has a little bit more play. Okay. Knight D2 is also the principled alternative, but it's unclear as well. So Queen E1, Rook F6, F3. Okay, so we're gonna capture on E1. Rook captures on E1. G captures F3. Bishop captures F3. And then G5. Exclamation mark. This win of a pawn compensates for white's better development. Sensible development with knight A6 instead. Knight D2. Bishop G7. A3. Rook A F8. Bishop G2. Bishop E8. And this is another game. And knight F3 didn't quite equalize in Copenhagen in 1993 by two very strong players. So we're gonna play G5, knight D2, G captures, and then E4, knight A6. Or you can play D captures C4 as well. And it kind of leads to equality. Okay, and remember, this is Boris Gelfand. This is no joke over here. Implausible. Deleting the Roblox account. All right. What? Like black here. Nice idea. G5. Of course, they always say about equal. This is a Japanese tutor lesson after all. Yeah. Thank you so much for the bits, Jack. You're definitely climbing the leaderboards. We're almost there. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm here for a long time. Have a great day, guys. I will see you in the next stream. Thank you so much, Matej. We'll see you next time. But think about it like this: if you can get an equal game, all you have to do is learn some end game techniques and learn some middle game techniques, and you'll be set to go. This is just an opening preparation, right? In my later streams, I am going to teach you how to convert winning advantages in the end in the middle game, or how to make plans. I do have Dvoretsky's Analytical Manual, which I think is a very, very strong book, um, and how to think like a grandmaster. We're definitely going to go through these books. My system, they have a lot of material and substance in them. So we're going to go through these books as well. So knight a6, e captures d5, c captures knight b4, threatening here. King h1, interesting. King f8. You can't play here immediately, right? Or can you? Okay, right. So we got to play king f8 first. D captures D captures c6. Oops, I captured the wrong pawn. Sorry. Here. And then they played king here. F8. Captures on e6. Bishop captures on e6. Bishop captures on b7. Rook d8. Attacking the pawn. Knight e4. Rook g6. Knight c5, getting the knight in there. attacking everything. Bishop h3, threatening check in some lines. Maybe after the knight moves over here. So bishop h3, bishop e4, not letting him trap the piece. Rook f6. We're gonna play here. a3, knight d5, knight b7, rook d7, knight c5, and they repeat moves to a draw. Yeah, so they repeat moves to a draw. Okay. Jack, TY for the stream. You're off to Arsenal, no problem. Thank you so much. See ya. Not even close, but it's okay. Well, you can let me know how you whisper me the pronunciation of your name, and I'll try to say it. Try to win in the opening so that you don't actually have to play the game. The main problem is that it gets hard as your opponents get decent. Yeah, I accidentally deleted a huge paragraph explaining something and need to retype. Fantastic. Okay, go get some to eat. I'll see you. We'll be right here. Can't wait out of the opening and these positional openings. Yeah, they're not optimal. Clearly, the elephant gambit. It's my preferred trick. Of course, if you know the reputation. So against people like you, I would play the king's gambit, bishop c4 line. Of course. Yeah, yeah. So this game ended in a draw. Uh, but we can see that this is a very powerful weapon, and that really the 7 move alternatives don't really provide as much substance as the b3 line, b3 95 lines. I think that's more fruitful for white. All right, so we're gonna go on to game 15. And make sure that you try to understand exactly what the moves. I went through the moves fairly quickly, but I need you to really try to understand why these moves were played, because that'll in turn make you a better player. When you can understand the reasonings behind why strong players played the moves that they played, you just become better at chess. And not just say, hey, it's because they're great. You know, some people do enjoy chess like that, but we're going for understanding versus just watching a game. So let's go over game 15. This is by Olawa and Zabersky in 2006. Okay, so d4, f5, knight f3, knight f6, g3, e6, bishop g2, d5, c4, c6. Castles, bishop d6, nothing out of the ordinary. Knight c3, question mark, exclamation. Not so long ago, this was considered an inaccuracy as the knight is a bit distant from the key e5 square. However, the idea which we shall soon return to changed that and improved its status considerably. They said that the best plan was actually to put the knight on this square, so via this maneuver, right? So this knight would go here. From here, it would go here. And then this knight would instead go this way and to control e5. And that was supposed to be like the setup for white to control the center and to neutralize black's plan. More recently, lines with knight c3 have become appreciated as a weapon against early development with b6. So we're going to castle b3. Okay, and we're gonna play queen e7. Queen e7, and they say that this is a useful move, but possibly knight b d7 is more flexible. White is, after all, not threatening bishop a3 anymore. And as we know from our previous lessons, the bishop a3 is one of the main plans to try to control the e5 square by trading off dark square bishops. Okay, queen c2. And the idea that initially made knight c3 potentially legitimate was knight a4. Planning knight bd2, knight b2, and then knight d3. It has been attributed to Sosonsko, but actually there are precedents. Knight bd7 and knight b2. All of these lines are about equal. So the main plan is coming back over here. Okay. We aren't sure who first designed the maneuver, and we aren't too worried as it seems black equalizes just as easily against this as the other variations of the setup. White's knight moves are a little too time consuming. Okay. So in this game, they played bishop d7. So this is actually a mistake. It's a little bit dubious because black prematurely decides how to develop the bishop. Knight e4 is more precise. And they have a question here. Why doesn't black develop in standard fashion with b6 here? b6. So let's say instead of b6, b6, c captures d5, e captures d5. And if we play c captures d5, then we have knight b5, which is, we're losing this. They're going to have control with bishop f4, so it's not good for us. So, and it leads to a pawn structure in which, in lesson 2, we already covered this. We concluded it was okay for black provided that he could activate his pieces. However, with white's dark square bishop on c1, unhindered by the knight on d2, bishop f4 becomes an important option. So we're going to return to this later. So he played knight here, bishop here, and then they play bishop b2. This may appear natural, but actually the bishop isn't doing much except eliminating the a4, b2, d3 option for the knight, because it takes the square away for the knight to go to b2. And this is a game. There was a game by Karpov and Yusupov where Karpov was white, and it was about equal. And then white got some advantage after because it's Karpov. So knight e4. Knight e4 is one of our main ideas. Here at knight e5, bishop e8, f3. This move is quite rarely a good idea against the stone wall. Normally black will react by breaking open the center with c5, but sometimes, like here, there are even more direct methods available. Bishop captures e5. Knight captures e4. They say that if you take here, this is unsatisfactory as well. e3, queen captures e3. King h1. And black can choose between completing development with knight a6 or the riskier f4. Okay, so knight captures e4. Bishop c7. And then knight d2. According to the databases, in 1988, there was this player who won 2 identical games against qualified opposition in the line. And if the game should indeed be played within a year or so, and the games both were winning for black. And here we play f4. The standard attacking move underlines the white's kingside weakness. G captures f4. Bishop captures f4. Rook f to e1. Just give me 1 second. This is crazy and complicated and hard to learn. At my local, they just feed us the moves and go over sub variations. It saves a lot of time at Japanese tutor. Knight a4. Hard to foresee the knight a4, b2, d3 maneuver. Is the pawn structure good for white? If bishop f4, bishop captures f4, g captures f4 with control over the e5 square, despite the worst pawn structure. In some cases, we even have g5 and breaking open our own king side to attack with our rooks. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. It's your mileage may vary kind of situation, but you have to really understand it. And here we're not going for lines that just attack the opponent. We're going for like understanding. And once you understand more, you just become a better player. And that's why I'm doing these series for us just to become better players instead of saying, hey, go play Sicilian. This is how you checkmate them, and this is how you win. I like to say, hey, this is the theory on this, and then you will understand chess better. I like that route a bit more. But there are some openings that I had to do that, like the Grob. If I ever go over the Grob, like I have to teach you like some tricks and stuff like that. The Sicilian Dragon, I'm gonna teach you some tricks. That's I think anybody can really learn from this. The crab, the risotto, yeah. Fate knows I'm an expert of the risotto. Well, it is my opening. All risotto variations. Yeah, yeah, guys. And what we're going for here, you don't have to remember the games. You just have to remember ideas. And if you the polar bear system is awesome. Polar bear is amazing. Um, who it was it Daniel? I think the last name is Hendrickson. Is either Daniel or something Hendrickson. He made an amazing. I have the book as well. And I really want to cover that polar bear system. But the book is just basically a whole bunch of online games and some tournament games. But it's very rich. Okay, so let's go over it. Bishop E, Rook F1, Bishop E3. So I do recommend that you just go over the games so you understand the ideas. Once you understand the ideas, is boom, you're good. You're good to go. Bishop E3 check, King H1, King, Queen G5, threatening this knight over here. White is in deep trouble not only because of the king weakened pawn protection, but just as much because it's harder for him to bring his forces to the king side than it is for black. Something just happened in the chat. Jack again with the cheers. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for the 10 bits. I really appreciate you. Knight here. Bishop G6. Wow. Very nice. Look at this. Look at all that control. That's insane control. Queen C3. After Queen C3, Bishop F2. Very nice. Very methodical. Getting in there. Avoiding the exchange. Then after Bishop F2, rookie one, Knight D7, Bishop C1, Queen H4, Bishop E3, Bishop captures E3, Knight captures. What was it? Knight captures, Queen captures E3. Something just happened again. Gary Fang, just subscribe. Thank you for the subscription. Whoa, Jack, Anna Okechi, thank you for the subscription. What? Jen2543, thank you for the subscription. Brandon, thank you for this. Jack, Baruto fan, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. What? What? If you guys just became a sub, thank you so much for everything. Let's spam the emote. Thank you so much. Thank them. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for just being here. Jack, giving away the subs in the channel. Thank you for the support, buddy. I really appreciate it. All the subs. All the subs. All right, so queen captures e3, rook a to e8. Getting our rooks involved. King g1, d captures c4. The routine preparation for e5 may not be strictly necessary, as the main point is to bring the reserve troops in to finish the kingside job. But still, e5, d captures e5 would be a bit less clear. So b captures c4, e5. Queen f2 trying to exchange queens. Do we exchange queens? No. Why would we exchange queens? We're attacking. You don't trade queens when you're attacking. e3. And e captures d4. Rook captures d4. Knight e5. Rook a, d1. And then bishop h5, and he is saying goodbye. 0-1 resigns. After the pawn falls, white's kingside will collapse completely after rook d6. Jack just cheered 9 bits. I feel bad about calling you. You didn't see that? Okay, so, hey, the truth hurts. It shouldn't. Am I 10 bits? One at a time. Thank you for the 11 bits. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's do some emote spam if you guys can. I really appreciate the emote spam. Doesn't matter where it's from. Just love seeing the hype. So I guess we'll just go down the line that they said. So h5, let's say that rook d6, rook e6, rook d8, rook e to f6, queen g3, and then knight captures c4. And that is it. I don't know if it's a good thing to do less of a stream chat enabled, by the way, but it's probably is, but still talk to me about it at some point. Yeah, I definitely will. Hey, at least we're having a good time. Jack with the 10 bits. And thank you so much. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. All right. That was a YouTube lesson right there. Bada bing, bada boom.